welcome to the start of a new weekly vlog. Starting this vlog on a Monday. No wait, what day is it today? Tuesday evening. I'm heading out for an event to celebrate World Lobster Day. Say what? World Lobster Day is on the 25th of September. I'm going to an event with Burger and Lobster and we're having like a lobster cracking masterclass, which I'm very excited about because it's a skill I haven't mastered in my life. I didn't know what to wear today, so I've gone with an Old Faithful, a waistcoat and my Dr. Martin loafers, which I haven't worn in a very long time. I've remembered why, and it's because they're so damn painful. Oh my god, my feet are in agony and I have hardly got there yet, so we'll see how they hold up. Hey everyone, I'm just about to pop out. There are a couple of things that I wouldn't mind checking out in Walthamstow. Firstly, Trade, my favourite charity shop, they've been having a sale on for the last couple of weeks, and I think everything started at like £6, and now, because it's been a while, everything's like £3. So everything in store will be £3. From memory, it does go down to £1, but I guess it's a bit of a risk then as to like if there will be any good stuff left. But I thought I'd pop to my local Trade because I love a bit of charity shopping, and there are also a couple of like bits that I need to pick up anyway, house bits, and I just needed to get out of the house. Sometimes you just need to get out of the house. Burger and Lobster was really damn delicious. So World Lobster Day is on the Thursday the 25th of September, and I've got a deal on which is bring a mate, get a plate. So if you fancy lobster and you have a friend that you wouldn't mind going with, then you buy one lobster main and you get the other lobster main for free on Thursday. And you can't, Thursday the 25th, you can't book, so it's like first come first served kind of thing, but there are so many Burger and Lobsters in London, and I feel like if you got there kind of early after work, you'd be absolutely fine. So yeah, I just wanted to share that because I thought it was a really good idea, because lobster can be quite expensive sometimes. Yeah, great meal. I also really recommend the lobster mac and cheese. Oh my god, that is so Moorish, it's unreal. And also the lobster croquettes. Yummy. Right, let's go drive and park up and do a little mooching. There are so many nice charity shops in Walthamstow that I also love popping in. I'm not going to go ham this time because I do need to declutter my wardrobe at some point and I don't want to like fill it up with more, but I always like just getting out and seeing if there is anything around. I popped into TK Maxx and all the Halloween stuff is out, and the Halloween candles smell amazing this year. Oh my god, look at this, look at this, it's got a little ghost on it. Oh, that smells so good, like cinnamon spice. They all smell quite similar, to be fair. Whoa. That one smells like man's aftershave, but in a great way. Apple honey butter. Oh my god, I want them all. Look at this mad t-shirt I found. Types of frogs. Types of frogs. I want to get it. I want to get it for G. I'm not going to lie, I absolutely love HomeSense and TK Maxx for their candle collection. They are so fun. I'm just obsessed with all the ceramic little dishes. Once you use them, you could turn it into a little trinket tray or something, but I am on a candle buying ban until I use up some ones that I already have. Then it was on to Trade, my favourite charity shop, and everything was down to £3.50. Now, because it was so late in the sale, a week in, it was a bit carnage in that shop. Nothing was really organised, there was stuff everywhere, and it was also kind of busy, so it's hard to like dig right through for the treasures. They had so much stock, it was kind of hard to find what you were looking for as well. But I did find some pieces and tried them on. I'm really into the whole asymmetrical look at the moment, and I found this black sparkly t-shirt that I really liked, but decided against purchasing because I don't know how much wear I'll get out of it. Blue crop shirt was one that I really enjoyed the shape of. Also, this navy kind of sparkly t-shirt was really nice, but also kind of gave me granny vibes. Then I had a little mooch around Walthamstow High Street. I went into one of my favourite stores, which is like buttons and cotton and yarn and sewing supplies. I am home now. I want to show you what I picked up from that charity shop because I found a couple of pieces that I'm quite excited about. But I've just got home and opened a package, which is quite exciting. So I'm doing my first ever piece of sample knitting, which is quite different from test knitting, which I've done a few times before. Test knitting is when you're just testing a designer's pattern to make sure there's no mistakes in it before it goes out to the public. And sample knitting is like literally knitting a sample of a product and then posting it back to either the yarn shop or the yarn brand or the designer, and then they get to keep that sample, basically have it, I guess, for people to try on in their store or physical piece that they can photograph and stuff like that. So I'm sample knitting for one of my favourite yarn brands. They're like an independent yarn dyer in Scotland. They're called Zakami Yarn, and they've just sent the most beautiful yarn that I'm going to be using to make my first shawl. So I'm very excited to knit this up and see what the colours look like, because this is all hand dyed, so I think it's going to look really pretty all done up in a shawl. So I've got 2 cakes of those that I'm going to be knitting for them, which is quite exciting, and then I get paid in a voucher for yarn, which I'm also quite excited about. I am going to sort myself out. I definitely need to make some sort of drink because I'm very thirsty, and then we can crack on with some work. Put my hair out of my face because it's so massive at the moment. It's a lot. I thought I'd show you some of the bits that I got. First up, in the charity shop, I got this bag, and oh my god, I love this bag so much. I can't believe it was still in there. It's from Accessorize. I'm not sure how old it is, but it seems to be in quite good condition. And it's like black velvet. It has these really pretty kind of chainette straps and sequins on, and I just thought this was such a good kind of slouchy size. You could use it as like a shopping tote, or you could use it just throw in loads of stuff. So I've got a couple of pairs of shoes in here because I popped into TK Maxx and found some shoes that I absolutely loved. First up are these. So I've been looking on Vinted a lot recently for some slingback pointy toe shoes. I find slingbacks super comfortable, and I thought pointy toe would just be really sophisticated for autumn winter, and I really liked these ones. They've got not studs but kind of just like metal rings on them, and I just thought like they look so pretty. I tried them on. I actually sized up in these. I'm normally a 4 and I got 5 just because this is quite stretchy and tight. I do want them to be comfortable as well, but I am so excited about like just throwing on a very casual outfit and kind of fancying them up with this pointed toe. Only £21. They're from a brand called Parotto. Never heard of it before, but love those. And then also, and these are a little bit controversial, I might take these back, let me know what you think, but I got some, I think they called Mary Jane shoes. They're like kids shoes, but oh my god, I absolutely love them. I just think they're like kind of smart but also a bit playful and a little bit fun, and they seemed very comfortable. I'm not sure what the brand is, but they were £19. I'm really chuffed with these. Let me know what you think. They're like slightly different, more girly than my loafers that I wear all the time, and I just thought it might be quite nice to have a couple of different pairs of kind of like smartish shoes for autumn winter. I think I could wear these like with tights and socks and barefoot and they'd still look cool. I'm so happy about those shoes. And then I picked up some stuff from that charity shop. I got this little dress from Miss Selfridge. It is like a satin mini dress with a cowl neck and it has cherries on it, and I got this particularly because I've got a job next week involving cherries, and I thought it might be fun to wear this for it. So this is kind of like a work purchase. I definitely wouldn't have got it otherwise, but I thought it was so cute, kind of playful, and I would put like, I put like a blazer or like some sort of casual shirt on top, maybe with my new shoes and some black accessories maybe. And all of this was £3.50, like the bag, the dress, this shirt that I absolutely love. This is vintage. I don't know what the brand is. It's kind of completely faded, but it says it's 100% cotton, and it's just a super smart kind of beige check shirt. It looks really cool on with the smart trousers I'm wearing. I also got this shirt, which I tried on, really liked. It said it has a stain on it, and I have found the stain, but I reckon I could get that stain out. It's not even really that noticeable, so I might stick it in the wash now. It's from Zara. It's like a blue pinstripe shirt, but it's cropped. I thought that was really fun. It has this kind of like cropped wrap detail at the front, and I really like pairing shirts with outfits. So yeah, I'm very excited with my purchases. I'm going to stick these in the wash now, and then I can start styling them. I did also pick up a couple of t-shirts in TK Maxx as well. I got that frog t-shirt for G. I need to show him this. Oh my god, I love it so much. And then I also, this was a definite impulse purchase, but as I said, I could always return it. I found this t-shirt in the men's section. It's a small t-shirt and it has fish on it. It says Palermo, Sicily. I've never been to Palermo, but I'd love to. And then on the back, it has these massive sardines. And I just thought that was the coolest t-shirt. And this was £12. I'm so chuffed with that. I absolutely love that t-shirt. I can't wait to style this up. Very, very happy with my purchases. And I picked up the bits I needed to as well, the bits that I actually went out for. Also, this cherry dress is brand new. It still has the ASOS tag on it. Hello everyone, it is a Saturday morning and Gia and I have come to a place called Tramshed in Clapton, which is a very rustic, industrial looking old tramshed that is now a kind of shop, cafe, garden centre. They sell like plants and candles and you can have breakfast. So we've never eaten here before, but it's been on our list. So I've got a oat cappuccino and I've ordered a bacon bap because I am hanging today. We had a double date at our friend's house last night. They cooked us the most delicious dinner, but had one too many wines. I can really feel when I've been drinking these days, I feel like my face just looks so puffy the day after I've had a bit of drink. This is what the place looks like. It is beautiful in here and it goes back so far as well. So nice. So the plan for today is have a little bit of a mooch around this area of Clapton. We're going to go and get maybe some croissants. We're basically just going to eat our way around Clapton, which I'm very excited about. And then tonight we're going to have a movie night at home. Our breakfast has come. I've got a bacon and egg bap, which just looks amazing. And G's gone for a veggie brunch with like oat and tarragon creamy mushrooms. I really want to try some of that. We're literally just working our way around food in Clapton. We've come to one of my favourite little Japanese bakeries in London. Oh my god, I love it here so much, especially because if you watched the last vlog, I'm so into my Japanese tea at the moment. So I've got a genmaicha latte in the cutest little mug, and I've got a mochi hoichicha cookie. Very excited about this in general. Look how cute everything is. So we're just going to enjoy. We're literally just eating. So what we're doing today, we're just eating. It's great. Will I like it? Because it's a cheesecake. It's got a mochi ball in the middle of it. Fast forward 24 hours and G and I are in the car, we're in the little Fiat and we are driving to one of Drumshed. We're driving to but we're not raving at Drumshed. So some of you might know Drumsheds as being like an event venue rave space that has opened up in the old IKEA in Tottenham. So it's literally like you're going raving in IKEA but without all the flat pack furniture. But today they are hosting a massive flea market in Drumsheds and I'm so excited to see how big this is. We have done a lot of flea markets in London. I feel like we're kind of pros at them now. So it'll be really interesting to compare how big this one is. It's still run by Hackney Flea Market. Yeah. So a big penny. They do them, and Stoke Newington. They do them all over. So I reckon it will be some familiar faces and then some new faces as well. We are heading there now, and we've got a couple of things on our list. We're not raving, but hopefully we can find some little treasures treasures, and I'll take you around. It's £2 per person entry, and today they had the flea market in the car park, so it was absolutely huge, and off the bat there was just so much stuff that I loved. Stay tuned to the end of this vlog where I'll show you what I purchased, but they had so many nice homeware, trinkets, bits and bobs, loads of prints, loads of glassware. Oh, we've just found an absolute bargain, guys. I can't wait to show you what we've got so far. We've made 3 purchases and I'm chuffed with all of them. Yeah, this place is, so it's all outside, which I didn't realise. Good thing it's a nice sunny day. I just want to have a look at those handbags. There's always some great knitwear at flea markets. Look at that. Great inspiration. Ooh, I love this cable knit as well. That's so nice. They had some nice vintage clothing. Some of it was quite overpriced, but there was just so much to look at. And also the weather was absolutely sweltering. But oh my god, these rugs, stunning. Retro TVs, they had so much cool stuff. It's Tuesday today. I haven't vlogged since we were at the flea market, but I really wanted to show you what we picked up. We only made 3 purchases, but I am so chuffed. I think we got some really good bargains, so I'll show you those in a sec. But first, today is the second day that I have been wearing my finished knit. So I haven't really spoken about this much online at all, but I have been knitting Petite Knit's marble sweater in the most beautiful combination of yarns. I've got like a glitter thread through there, I've got some alpaca silk, I've got some drops air, and I've got like a chunky bulky white yarn, and it just makes the most soft and cozy winter jumper. I am so happy with how this came out. So I knew that I wanted like a really cozy jumper just to throw on and wear around the house when it gets chilly. A lot of my jumpers also I've been knitting kind of cropped, but I really wanted this one to be super oversized and just so snuggly and warm. And the Petite Knit marble sweater just looked like the perfect pattern for that. Super bulky yarn. It's knit up on 10mm needles, so this took me so little time in comparison to some of my other knits. And I've actually been filming a series for my Instagram and TikTok where I tracked every single hour this took me to knit. So that series will be going up very soon because now the jumper is finished. So if you want to know exactly how long it took me to knit this, stay tuned for that. I think it's going to be a 3-part series documenting me knitting this, and I'm so happy. I want to knit another one now. I want another one in like a chunky dark chocolatey black brown. I think that would be so nice. Absolutely love this. It also didn't take as much yarn as I thought it would, so I'll leave all the details on my Ravelry. But now, where can I put you so I can show you what I picked up at the flea market? That worked quite well because I can sit here and show you. Sorry, don't mind that, I've just been filming this for Instagram. Okay, so we made 3 purchases, and the first thing I bought I literally got as soon as we got there. I wanted to snap it up quickly before someone else did. So basically, this vendor I see at all the flea markets in London. He's like at every single one. And I know that because I always am drawn to what he is selling. It's all like little glass bottles and like really like old looking, I don't even know what you call them, like clay pots. It kind of looks like the stuff that I find when I'm mudlarking, but smashed into pieces. And then he also sells these like really beautiful spoolies, like old wooden mahogany like sewing equipment. But anyway, he had like really beautiful fabric and loads of tassels on these huge spoolies. I've got a pic here. Talking to him, and he said that he's just bought like an abandoned or like rundown fabric mill that used to supply the fabric for the weaving and the tapestries at Windsor Castle. And I was like, okay. And so basically he's got all this leftover fabric, I guess, for weaving. He's selling at such a low price because he just wants to get rid of it. I don't know how true that is, but anyway, I was drawn to this, and I need to make some room in my freezer for this because I do not trust that it has not got moth eggs in it. I just want to be careful. But I was really drawn to this cone of yellow, and he said it is 100% Italian cotton and it is so soft, and I just couldn't resist. So at first he said it was £5 each because there are 2 of them, and then he went down to 2 for £6, and then he went down to 2 for £5. So I literally got 2 of these for £5, £2.50 each. And he said this was like 500 meters, but I think he meant 5,000, because this looks like fingering weight yarn, and it's so soft. And yeah, I don't know if this is suitable for like actually wearing, but I couldn't leave it there. So either I get into weaving now, or I try and find a way to knit with this. But I like, it feels really soft. What do you guys think? I was thinking, if anything, I could hold this double and make some sort of summer cotton t-shirt, long sleeved, who knows. But it's so pretty. I don't even know if this colour suits me, but I couldn't leave it there, alright? So yeah, I need to like eat some stuff in my freezer. I don't even think my freezer drawers are big enough to house this. We shall see. How do I work out how much I've got here? I've got like a wraps per inch thing. And then G made a purchase. He bought this print in a frame. I don't actually know the details of this because I wasn't there when he bought it, but it's a really pretty picture. I really like this because it's kind of circusy. It reminds me of a circus. G just really was drawn to this, and I'm happy I like it as well. I think it's quite romantic and whimsical, so I think we're going to put that up on the gallery wall. And then the last thing we got was this. If you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I am really curious about this, and I've already got so many of them in the house. But basically, I love video games, right? And one of my favourite video games is Red Dead Redemption 2. And in that game, as a kind of like side quest, you can do a collecting mission where you collect cigarette cards. Like, just be looking around the world and you'll find a little cigarette card on the floor. And when I was playing it, I didn't really know what a cigarette card was. I thought maybe they just invented that for the game, but no, cigarette cards were a real thing back in the day, which blows my mind. Like, basically, it's really twisted. They made cigarettes almost like a collectible. The only thing I can compare it to back in my day was when the Spice Girls released their like pictures, and you would go and, or like Pokemon cards, right? You'd go and collect them, and then hopefully you'd get one that you hadn't had before. But they used to put those in cigarettes, which is just so bad. That would not happen these days, but I've just got a fascination with them. I don't know, maybe because they're slightly more, not morbid, but it's just weird, isn't it? Anyway, I found this frame of a pack of cigarette cards that I didn't know existed. And this is framed and mounted, and it's double-sided, so you can see the front and the back, which is so rare. I have done so much research in the past for like how to frame and how to mount my cigarette cards that I already own, and it's so expensive, and I've never found one like this before. And these cigarette cards are from a pack called Cries of London, and I think this is the whole set, but basically, oh my god, I love it so much. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner, but look, this one's called Buy My Fat Chickens, and it's basically like the cries of London that you'd hear back in the day. Cucumbers or cowcumbers to pickle, diddle 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 dumplings. Oh my god, this guy, look, buy my right Yorkshire cakes, buy my muffins. Can you imagine people just like shouting this out back in the day? Buy my Dutch biscuits. I just love it, and the fact that it's on the back as well. So I think these are dated around the 50s or 60s, but I think it's so cool. And this guy definitely undersold this. He charged us £25 for this, I think, because he thought maybe we weren't that interested, but I couldn't turn that down because I've spent £25 on a pack of cigarette cards before without them being framed in such a nice way. So I am chuffed with this, and I can't wait to put it on the wall. In fact, let me show you some of the others that we've got dotted around. We've got these ones on our wall. These are like places in the UK. This one's like sea animals or like sea creatures. We've got more places in the UK here and more sea creatures here. And then up in my office I have, what ones do I have in my office? I think I've got some flowers and maybe some like astrological stars. So they did loads of different like collections, but I can't wait to add this to the collection. Maybe it would look nice. Oh my god, it would go so nice there. That's great. Or maybe even it could go there, or it could go above the bar cart here. So yeah, we've got lots of options of where we could put this. That was a bit of a ramble, wasn't it? There are some more flea markets coming up over the next couple of weeks in London. There's one in Stratford this Sunday and there's one in Walthamstow next Sunday, so keep an eye out for those. It's called Hackney Flea Market and they run them all over London. I'm going to sign off now because I feel like I've been waffling on and I need to get ready for a work event. But I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. Thank you so much for watching and I will speak to you very soon. Lots of love.